So have you been wanting to start living on the road, living that vagabond nomad life? Yeah, of course you do, because it's amazing. Well, I'm here to tell you a couple things that you should expect that not a lot of people talk about. So here's my top 5 things that they don't tell you about living as a vagabond, a nomad, in a semi, as a trucker's wife. So the number one thing I will mention, probably the most obvious, especially, and you will know this if you are a trucker already, you don't get to shower as often as you would like. So me and my husband, we like to get our showers daily. We like our daily showers. We like to be clean. We don't like to be dirty, smelly. We like our shower time. Not always the case when you're trucking or you're on the road, just because there's times where you still have drive time and you want to, possibly get closer to your location or your destination that you want to get to. You won't know if there's truck parking with showers there until you actually arrive there to your spot that you want to stay for the night. Other times you are literally in the middle of nowhere. So like when we were driving through Utah, New Mexico, those kind of states, like the western states, a lot of times those states or nearby states, they don't have truck parking that have showers. Don't get me wrong, there's absolutely truck parking there with showers and stuff. Either it's not on your route or it's just like too far apart from one to the other where you're just stopped in the middle and and you don't have a place to shower. That's where wipes come in. So I highly recommend for truckers, anybody that is on the road for long periods of time, to have a stock or stash of wipes. Could be baby wipes, makeup wipes, any kind of wipes that you can use to quickly wipe your body down of all the nastiness and grime and to make you feel clean. Now this second point kind of ties into the no shower situation. There will be times where you're stopped at very sketchy spots. There was this one instance where Joey went on Google Maps and he found a truck parking lot, and on Google it literally was advertised as a truck parking lot, accessible. You do have to pay for the parking, but it's accessible and it's for truckers and parking. We followed the route and the entrance was like the skinniest dirt path you could possibly imagine. I don't even know how truckers could even get to it, because you would have had to go into the other lane to do a wide turn to even have a chance to get into there, or drive on the curb. So we ended up just ditching that spot altogether and finding, like, we still had some time on our clock to find a different spot, which we did. You will be stuck, or you will be sometimes parked in sketchy areas or just areas that don't have anything besides a bathroom. Some don't even have a bathroom. So yeah, be prepared for that. Also, piggybacking off of my bathroom statement that I just made, you might have to invest in like some type of situation thing to use the bathroom if you don't have access to the bathroom. So it's gonna be real talk here, guys. Bottles. Save your water bottles. We literally, like, every time we finish a water bottle, we chuck it into the back bunk and we keep a stash of water bottles at all times. So be prepared for that. You might have to use the toilet, at least for number 1, in your truck. Point number 3. Now for this point, it depends on your truck, to be honest, and if this pertains to you, but I do want to mention it because it has happened to us on multiple occasions. Your bunk heater will or might go out in the middle of the night when it is -9 degrees outside. This has happened to us on multiple occasions. We had to wake up a couple times in the middle of the night to turn the truck on to give the heater enough juice just so it can run and it can heat and we're not sleeping in the Arctic. Yeah, I think this one depends on like how old your truck is and if your how your truck system is set up, because ours is set up on like it turns off after like a minute or so. It doesn't allow us to continuously run it. Our bunk heater is separate from the whole truck, so we can run that separately. But Yeah, it just depends on your truck. Yeah, guys, just keep that in mind. When you're in, we still don't know if it's because of like, it's obviously because it's not getting enough juice for the heater, because it tells us low voltage. But it also could be because of just the cold weather, because we were literally in the negatives, which I don't want to be in again. Point number 4, you will encounter bad drivers, especially in the wintertime. People just don't know how to drive in snowy conditions, but they still go out onto the road, which makes no sense, but here we are. It's icy, it's snowy, there's sleet on the road, there's slush on the road. Anything can happen, and the people that don't know how to drive in wintry conditions, for some reason they go onto the highway or onto the road, which none of us know why. PSA, if you can't drive in wintry conditions, just stay off the road. It's for your safety. It's for everybody's safety. Just stay off the road for a day. It's a day. You'll be fine. If you really need something, you can have it be delivered to you. We live in a time where there's DoorDash, Instacart, like Uber Eats, anything. You can have it be delivered. Point number 5, it kind of ties into the point number 4 about bad drivers. Because of the road conditions, you will encounter all kinds of road conditions: snow, rain, sleet, slush, ice, sunny, all kinds. Especially construction paths in the wintertime, they still keep up all the construction stuff. Even though they're not working on it because it's winter, they still keep it up. And in the wintertime, it's especially annoying just because it makes it a little bit difficult to maneuver, because you have to like keep in mind of all these construction things going on. And also keep in mind, there are some states that do not plow or do not salt their roads. One being Indiana. Indiana, for some reason, does not plow their roads the day of, the day after. They don't salt their roads the day before. What is up with that? Nobody knows. Because we were driving New York, and they get snow a lot too. The day of, there was plows on the road, plowing the roads. The day after, all the roads were plowed, salted, taken care of. No risks. You go into Indiana, there's no concern for the roads. Bottom line is, if you're on the road a lot, if you're living on the road, just be careful out there. Keep all these things in mind. If you are thinking about going on the road, don't let these points deter you from going on the road. Just let them prepare you to go on the road, so you are not going blindly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time. Bye.